Places that look like another planet. NASA has a strange habit. Before sending a rover to another planet, they test it here first, on Earth, in places specifically chosen because they don't look like Earth at all. Which raises an uncomfortable question. If our own planet already has landscapes that pass for alien terrain, what exactly are we calling normal? Today, 10 places that make you double-check which planet you're actually standing on. Here's what these 10 places have in common. They weren't formed by anything exotic. No meteor strikes, no alien geology. Just wind, chemistry, and time, doing what they always do. Taken to an extreme, our imagination usually reserves for science fiction. So here's the question we're chasing through all 10. How much of alien is actually just Earth, pushed far enough? Let's find out. 10. Fingal's Cave, Scotland. A sea cave built entirely from hexagonal basalt columns, so precisely fitted together that Mendelssohn wrote an entire symphony after just hearing the waves echo through it. Cooling lava did this, the same slow, even cracking that built Ireland's Giant's Causeway. Except here, the ocean carved straight through the middle, turning geometry into an acoustic chamber. Nine. Chocolate Hills, Philippines. Over 1,000 near-identical grassy mounds spread across Bohol like something scattered by hand rather than shaped by geology. Every dry season, the grass turns brown almost in unison, and the entire landscape shifts color at once, as if the terrain itself is changing costume on a schedule nobody quite agreed on. Nobody fully agrees on how they formed. The leading theories all admit they're guessing. 8. Bisti Badlands, New Mexico. A stretch of desert so strange, most people who see photos of it assume it's been digitally altered. Wind and water carved these hoodoos. Top-heavy rock formations balanced on thin stone necks, some capped with dark boulders that shouldn't, by any normal logic, still be standing. And yet they are. Nature doesn't check whether something looks physically possible before building it. 7. Waiotapu, New Zealand. A geothermal pool so vividly orange and green, tour guides have to remind visitors repeatedly that the colors aren't artificial. Underground volcanic activity heats this water to near-boiling, dissolving minerals that rise and settle at the surface. Arsenic, sulfur, antimony. Each one contributing its own impossible color to water that shouldn't be this beautiful, given what's actually dissolved in it. Six. Lake Natron, Tanzania. A lake the color of blood, hot enough in places to reach 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and alkaline enough to calcify anything that dies in it, preserving birds and bats in place, mid-pose, like statues. Red-loving microorganisms cause the color. But the lake's chemistry is so extreme that almost nothing survives contact with it, except, strangely, the flamingos that breed here specifically, because nothing else can. The most dangerous water on the list. Also, the most alive. 5. Racetrack Playa, Death Valley. A dry lake bed where rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, leave long trails across the ground as if they'd moved entirely on their own. For decades, nobody could explain it. No wind was strong enough. No hoax was ever found. The eventual answer took researchers years. Thin sheets of ice, forming overnight, thin enough to be invisible, letting the rocks drift on a film of melting water when the sun rose. The mystery took decades. The rocks had been moving the entire time. Four. Zhangjiadangxia, China mountains, striped in red, orange and gold, layered like sediment in a jar, because that's essentially what they are. 200 million years of mineral deposits, compressed and folded by tectonic pressure, then exposed by erosion in bands so distinct they look painted rather than grown. Three, Vatnajökull, ice caves, Iceland. Beneath Europe's largest glacier, meltwater carves caves so dense with compressed ice, sunlight passes through the ceiling in shades of electric blue. These caves aren't permanent. They form and collapse with the seasons, which means the exact cave you're looking at right now may not exist by next winter. You're not just looking at ice, you're looking at a structure on a countdown. 2. Wadi Rum, Jordan. A desert so red, so silent, and so geologically similar to Mars that NASA has tested actual Mars rovers here before launch. Filmmakers have used it to stand in for the red planet itself, more than once, because unlike a studio set, this landscape does the work of looking alien without any help at all. We didn't need to leave Earth to film another planet. We just needed to find the right corner of this one. 1. Deadfly, Namibia. And at number 1, a place that looks less like a landscape and more like a photograph of one that stopped existing. Skeletal black trees, standing in a white clay pan surrounded by some of the tallest sand dunes on Earth. These trees died roughly 900 years ago. They haven't decomposed. Not from magic, but because the climate here is too dry for decay to happen at all. "900 years dead, still standing. Still, somehow, the most alive image on this entire list. We started by asking how much of alien is really just Earth, pushed far enough, and the answer, it turns out, is almost all of it. Every place on this list was made by the same handful of forces: wind, water, heat, time, doing exactly what they always do, just given enough patience to finish the job. Which means the strangest planet you'll ever see might just be the one you're already standing on, if you're willing to travel far enough to notice. The rovers we send to Mars are looking for signs of another world. Maybe we should look a little closer to home first.